10 pounds in 36 days for my client Frank. And I hope this right here gives you, a little bit of insights on what he ate during that time, not condoning it. But guys, pay close attention to this video because you can increase the amount of potential for your weight loss journey and decrease the effort it takes to get to your goal with the things that I'm going to be explaining to you in this video, right? With the system that I'm going to be explaining to you in this video. Okay, so Frank, 10 pounds in 36 days inside of the Take Flight coaching program. And it's super important to take into account that he ate a lot of fast food, no protein powder, no morning routine, no restricted diet, no follow this meal plan, no restrictive meal plan, anything like that. And he was able to still lose 10 pounds in 36 days. I want you to really understand this video because a lot of coaches are talking about, hey, you need to eat healthy, right? Like eat healthy, eat all these whole foods, right? And while it sounds good on paper, I want you to understand this very, very important, what I'm about to talk to you about. And I talk to a lot of business owners, laptop pros. That's a lot of people who are on the Take Flight coaching program. Pretty much everybody is either a business owner or a laptop pro. And business owners and people who are high achievers, high earners, whatever the case may be, is they live life differently than, everybody else. We have schedules that we have to adhere to. A lot of people need us, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of this stuff that coaches preach, a lot of these coaches, they're just like coaches, right? They're fitness coaches, they're personal trainers, right? They kind of, all they do is personal train and then, they, play video games or whatever the hell they do, right? But us as business owners, us as high performers, we have schedules that we have to adhere to. We're very busy, right? And it sounds good on paper to say, hey, only eat whole foods. But the reality is, guys, things get really busy, right? We don't have time to always be eating all these healthy foods, okay? And this is really important, okay? Yeah, he ate Burger King. He ate Del Taco. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of a word with him about Del Taco. It's a little bit sus, right? But anyway, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, I have to tell you, I didn't eat fast food for a year and a half. But when I got out to Arizona, I broke my year and a half fast food fast with In-N-Out Burger. So I didn't even want to plug In-N-Out, but In-N-Out's pretty solid. So, but he literally lost 10 pounds in 36 days eating Burger King, In-N-Out Burger, Jack in the Box, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Del Taco, Subway as well, right? Right, it's insane. Look at this. He, some of his meals were, Wendy's, right? Wendy's, Subway, Jack in the Box, right? Del Taco, In-N-Out Burger. Guys, it's extremely insane how he was able to get these results. But in the Take Flight coaching program, we teach you how to eat how you want and still get great results, okay? And that's precisely the most important insight to realize is how can you lose weight with minimal effort? The majority of people have busy schedules, but you have to understand when you're a business owner, someone who has a busy schedule, a lot of people depend on you, okay? A lot of this stuff that these personal trainers are preaching and, health coaches, whatever the case may be, hey, only eat healthy. They don't understand that, guys, crash dieting for Jeannie, who's 40 years old, who her entire life, she ate Pop-Tarts, Frosted Flakes, McDonald's, stuff like that. It's not gonna work. It's like talking to an alcoholic and say, hey, stop drinking alcohol. It doesn't work like that, right? And so pay attention to this video because you might have a possible paradigm shift, okay? Listen to every single thing I talk to you about in this video so that you can improve, that you can lose tons of weight, and so that you can look aesthetic 3 to 6 months from now, okay? So you might be asking, Adam, are you telling me to eat fast food to lose weight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In the Take Flight coaching program, we teach you how to eat however you want. and still lose weight in the first phase. And I'm really just telling you that you need a sustainable system to make sure that you not only get in shape, but this is very important. This is very important. You need to stay in shape. Okay, this is really the most important thing. You need to stay in shape, okay? Because anybody can lose 20 pounds in a few months, right? Anybody can do that. I'm more concerned with, can you stay in shape over a long period of time, right? One of our clients, he's about to have a wedding. I'm super, super proud of him, but he's been on the program for a year, right? He's been in shape for a year. Ever since he went down to 14% body fat, he's been in shape ever since, right? And so that's what it's about. It's, can you stay in shape? Okay, that's what it's really about. Have you ever been able to get an aesthetic body, get down to 12% body fat with temporary band-aid solutions like keto, carnivore, carb cycling, restricting foods? These are all just like buzzwords anyway, right? Have you ever been able to get in shape with any of these right here? Stay in shape. Okay, I'm not saying lose 20 pounds. Not only that, were you able to stick to these? These are extremely difficult to stick to long term, okay? But yet they're just so mainstream and everybody's consuming the content on these, right? And this is very important, okay? Don't focus on the fads, right? The real successful people are focused on principles, okay? They're focused on systems. They're not focused on fads, okay? Keep that in mind, right? A lot of coaches are telling you, like I said before, they're telling you need to crash diet and change years of habits overnight, right? What does this lead to? It leads to an extreme amount of mental instability. You probably understand that if you tried this yourself. You're like, hey, Peggy from church, said, hey, you should do keto. I lost 10 pounds on keto, right? And then what happens? You try keto. Or you saw a YouTube video, someone was promoting keto. Okay, cool, I'll try keto, right? And then what happens? Your mindset just becomes so just insane because you're doing things that your body is absolutely 120% not conditioned to do, right? And then what happens? You get the keto flu, right? Or you just feel miserable. And then what happens as a result of that? As a result, your entire life struggles, right? Your family struggles because you're not 100%, right? And so I want you to understand that there's a better way. Like you don't have to do all this extra shit, right? You don't have to do all this extra stuff to get in shape. If that's your goal, if your goal is to lose 20 to 50 pounds, like, guys, I want to tell you there's an easier way. Like there's just an easier way, right? You don't have to be doing all this crash dieting and, trying this, trying that, trying this, because what happens when you try all these things and you consume all this content, what happens? You become distracted. You're here, you're there, you're here, you're there. And then what happens, right? You get so distracted that you're never actually making any long-term progress, okay? So I want you to understand that our client lost 10 pounds in 36 days, not only because we have a proven system backed by science, we reverse engineer the way the body works, but also because we give him what he needs at the right time, okay? Because that's another important key factor to losing weight quick. You want to do things at the right time, right? You don't want to just be overloaded with all these different things that you need, like protein powder, hey, pre-workout, collagen, whatever the case may be, right? You need to focus on weight loss, goal-driven activities. We gave him what he needed at the right time, right? Like I said, you don't want to crash diet. It just leads to mental instability and it leads to relapse, okay? Which is what 99% of people are doing when they're trying to lose weight. And it's not how the body is designed to work. Your body isn't designed to crash diet and totally switch up the way it operates, right? Right? This is unnecessary mental effort on you, okay? Unnecessary mental effort when the process can be so much easier. And I mean, also, this is a big ego stroke, right? For a lot of people, right? It's an ego stroke. And look, okay, yes, should you challenge yourself? Yes, absolutely. But if your goal is simply, hey, like you need to just lose weight, why are you doing all these bad things like 75 hard, something you can't stick to? The goal, number one goal that I focus on and that I preach to everybody that I help lose weight is to focus on sustainability. All right. You need to focus on sustainability. That is the name of the game, is sustainability. Okay. You need to focus on sustainability. You need to focus on how am I able to sustain this way of life long term? We're putting the business owner lens on right now, right? Okay. When you crash diet, you get aesthetic and stress yourself out, which will leak into instability with your family and then your team as well. Okay. They deserve better. They deserve your 100% effort. Okay. You're 100% you. And then if you're, crash dieting and it feels terrible, it's just everything's going to be unstable. Okay. So we don't want that. You don't want that. Listen to me. You don't want that. Okay. There's an easier way. And so hopefully I'm able to give you a little bit of a paradigm shift on your thought process and how you need to be thinking when you're trying to get aesthetic. Okay. When you're trying to improve your health for good. Okay. Here's some keys. Focus on weight loss, goal-driven activities and nothing else. This is exactly what we focus on the day that you sign up to the Take Flight coaching program and what we took Breakthrough, which, by the way, we have some of the best client results in the market, right? Look, there's visible differences, right? Viscerally with Frank, okay? Visual, differences, all right? He's looking more aesthetic all the way in 36 days, eating whatever he wanted, right? A lot of fast food. Okay, but here are some of the keys. Okay, focus on weight loss, goal-driven activities and nothing else, right? Which is one of the big reasons why he was able to lose weight so quickly is we don't distract you, okay? Boom, it's, hey, focus on these 3 things. And this week, we'll worry about everything else down the line, okay? We don't need to be going back and forth distracted, because that's a big problem. A lot of times people are distracted and they don't know what to focus on. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. You need to track metrics. Okay. Calories, nutrients, body fat percentage, weight. Okay. Very important. Okay. First things first is calories. Okay? So we optimize all of our clients so that they lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Okay. And this is what you need to be focusing on if you're trying to lose weight. All right. If you're trying to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Okay. Because if you're going any slower than that, a lot of times people don't understand that. And here's a big insight is that successful people, they're looking to solve things ASAP. And I'll talk about this a little bit later on, but successful people, it's what I've realized from successful people to unsuccessful people is successful people, they're looking to get a problem solved ASAP, okay? And a lot of times what separates successful people from unsuccessful people is successful people see, hey, oh, there's a problem here. Oh yeah, my weight, 20 pounds overweight. How do I fix this ASAP? All right, how do I lose weight ASAP? Okay, and this is not a crash diet, okay? This is a rapid, sustainable system. So you want to optimize to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, right? So with that said, you need to track calories. You need to track your nutrients, okay? You need to track your body fat percentage. You need to track weight, okay? Very important. If you're not tracking, you're slacking, okay? And so at the end of every week, okay, you need to ask yourself, hey, did I lose 1 to 2 pounds this week? Right? And if not, okay, go back to the drawing board. Calories, nutrients. I'm going to send you a doc. Very important. DM me on Instagram and I will send it to you. Very important nutrients, right? Nutrients are very important. Okay. So nutrients like vitamin B, vitamin C, right? If you want this doc, guys, just send me a DM and I'll send it to you. Very important on dialing in your nutrition for success. But that does not mean, okay, hey, eat all these whole foods, right? Okay, absolutely doesn't mean that. Okay, it absolutely doesn't mean that, right? But you do need to track metrics, okay? And then, hey, boom, okay. If this is your outcome right here, 1 to 2 pounds, and you didn't lose 1 to 2 pounds, okay, go back to the drawing board. What do we need to do? What do we need to change? Okay. What do we need more of? There's a lot of gray areas that, you know, if you're going about this alone, it's just going to be tougher, right? As with everything is. But these are very important to know. Okay. You don't need to get fancy. You don't need to get fancy. You need to focus. Okay. This is the theme of this entire video. Okay. You need to focus. Very freaking important to focus on the goal. Okay. Which means you need to have a vision of like, what's my 6-month goal? What's my 3-month goal? What's my 12-month goal? Okay. And once you have that goal in place, you need to focus. Okay. You need to focus. This is a big reason why people cannot lose weight long-term, is because Sarah. Yeah. Sorry. Here you go. Sorry. Just getting a phone call. But you need to focus. Okay. You need to focus on the one thing. Focus on that one goal that's going to get you the result. Very important. Okay. Very important. Because a lot of people overlook. They try and get fancy. Oh, protein powder, right? And by the way, Frank lost 10 pounds in 36 days. No protein powder, no cardio, no BS. Fast food, you know, eating fast food, no restricted diet, no restricted meal plan or anything like that. Okay. Which makes it extremely sustainable. But here's the one key. The one key is he had a community, right? He had one-on-one attention throughout this entire process, ensuring that he was able to hit metrics that we needed to hit. Okay. And so what you'll find is that you're just going about things alone and you're trying to lose weight. It becomes extremely difficult when you're in an environment where people don't share the same goal. And when people don't share the same goal in your environment, good luck losing that weight. Not only losing the weight, that's not the hard part. Keeping the weight off is the hard part, but good luck. Okay. But anybody can lose 20 pounds. But you know what I'm saying? Anyone can lose 20 pounds. The thing is keeping it off. Okay. So very important right there. Very important. You need to optimize training and nutrition system to lose 20 pounds per week. So everything is a theme here. What's the theme here? We need to lose 2+ pounds per week. Those are tracking metrics, but you need to optimize your training and you need to have a nutrition system that you can lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Okay. And if you're not losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, it just, the process gets very slow and eventually you're going to give up because the process is just too mundane and you're like, oh, like it's going too slow. There is a such thing as too slow. A lot of people like to say, hey, like this isn't sustainable. This isn't sustainable. One, you need a sustainable system that gets you quick results. Okay. Very, very important right there. Very important. Okay. Listen to my words. Very important to note. You need a system that is sustainable, that gets you quick results. And once you figure that out, you were there. You're going to be on the beach looking aesthetic in those Instagram pics. Once you have a sustainable system that gets you quick results. Okay. So very important. So optimize your training and nutrition system to lose 2 pounds per week. Okay. He had a one-on-one coach, something I was talking about a little bit earlier, but he had a one-on-one coach, and we ensured that every metric in his custom plan is being hit. We also have a gut health coach. We have a mindset coach. We have a bodybuilding coach, and soon to be, we'll have a physical therapist. Okay. To focus on every single gap that we need to focus on, right? Because it's not, people want to make it simple. Albert Einstein once said, you need to make things simple, but not too simple. A lot of people are out here like, oh, hey, just get on a calorie deficit and work out. Well, yeah, cool, that works. But if it was that simple, why is 75% of Americans overweight or obese, right? It's not that simple. People want to act like things are just so simple when it's not like that, okay? So metabolic optimization, you need to optimize your metabolism so that you can lose 2 pounds per week, all right? And then all of this goes into that, right? Calories, nutrients, body fat percentage, like I said, this doc right here, it's going to be extremely helpful for you. Breaks down the minerals you need to have in your diet to lose weight. I got you. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll send it to you. But guys, you need to solve every single gap. Okay, so you need expertise at your fingertips to figure out, hey, what muscle groups do I need to work on, right? That's not the important part at all, right? But how do I dial in this? How do I dial in that? Okay, it's extremely important to have expertise in your pocket, not only for expertise, but for accountability. You need accountability infrastructures in your life so that you're able to hit these goals with ease, okay? So let's just go back to like reasons you haven't been successful, right? And I totally understand. There's a lot of potential reasons why you haven't been successful trying to lose weight, right? Number one, you're probably distracted, right? You're probably extremely distracted. This is key for a lot of people who are trying to lose weight. They're distracted. They're trying diets that aren't sustainable, like we talked about before. They don't have a plan. And no plan means that you're walking aimlessly in the middle of the desert, right? Imagine I wanted to go to Miami, Florida by car. I know that's stupid because I'm in Arizona, but imagine I'm driving to Miami, Florida with no car, with a car, right? And I'm just getting in my car and I just start driving there. No GPS, no nothing. Let's just say I don't even bring my phone. I'm just going there by GPS, nothing. When do you think I'm gonna get to Miami? I'm gonna get lost dozens of times throughout the way. I'm gonna be like asking people, hey, how do I get on this interstate? How do I get on that interstate? Rather than just, hey, going on my GPS, Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever you use, and just looking up, how do I get to Miami, Florida? Or if I'm really smart, I'll just take a plane, I'll hit up the airport, and then I'll fly to Miami and I'll be there in 10 hours, right? But the thing is most people are either they're driving there or they're not using any GPS at all, right? Imagine you use no GPS and you try and drive to Miami, Florida. How freaking long it's gonna take you to get to Miami, Florida, right? From Arizona. It's gonna take you so long with nothing but to ask people about, but that's how people are treating their health. They're just watching YouTube videos. They're like, oh yeah, I saw this on YouTube that this is good. Not taking into account, there's conflicting philosophies everywhere, right? There's conflicting philosophies and there's no true principle on how to actually treat your health. Most people have no principle on how to approach their health, right? Because I want you to think about this. You go on YouTube for nutrition advice or how to lose weight. And then there's someone over here saying to do carnivore. There's someone over here that's saying not eat vegetables, don't eat vegetables, right? There's someone over here saying this. There's someone over here saying this. And you just get distracted. You have no plan. You're walking aimlessly in the desert. So you don't want to find yourself in that position, right? You need a system and stick to that system. But this is the power of consulting. Very important. Listen to this. When someone is able to speak into your personal, specific life, your specific situation, your environment, and to sculpt a game plan based on your circumstances, your environment, where you're at right now, what you've done. This is everything we ask in the Take Flight coaching program. Have you worked with another coach before? Okay, what diets have you done? This is all something that you need one-on-one help with, okay? So I can understand what's gonna work for you and what's not gonna work for you, okay? That's extremely important and one of the true keys to really getting aesthetic and keeping your aesthetic physique, okay? But I feel you, okay? You've worked with coaches before. Every single one of my clients has worked with other coaches before, pretty much. You know, maybe you bought Get Abs ebooks and you came out of your experience course or your coaching program you took equally as confused as when you joined. Why didn't these work, right? In-person PT, you're going to LA Fitness, working out with a 17-year-old at LA Fitness. You're crash dieting. You're just watching Instagram reels, right? You bought a Get Abs ebook that was $10, right? Why didn't these work, you might ask, okay? And the reason why they didn't work is because it's not a complete solution. None of these are a complete solution right here. in that you need someone analyzing your day-to-day actions, strategizing to get to your goal in a quick time frame. Okay, very important. Okay, very important, because like I just said earlier, you need someone that knows what you've done before, right? That knows your ticks, that knows your triggers, right? So that we can sculpt a plan around how to get to your goal. A lot of these quick fixes is not sufficient. There's no sufficient expertise with personal trainers, right? They don't solve the entire gap you'll face to stay in shape, okay? Metabolism optimization, hormones, gut health, physical longevity, okay? You need all of this dialed in, right? But you wanna focus on the right things at the right time, okay? But realistically, like, me to you, like, I understand that struggle. Most of my clients have been through past programs. They worked with in-person PTs. They've been burned by programs before. You know, they joined them, they wanted to lose weight, right? They wanted to get in shape. They wanted to get aesthetic. And then they signed up to these programs. They worked with these PTs and they didn't see the result. Okay, so I understand your struggle. Like, I understand it, okay? That is exactly why I sculpted a program, adult proven, that gets you to your goal. Right? Because let's face it, the only thing you care about, you don't care about form. You don't care about, you know, working on your form. You don't care about any of this stuff. You want to get in shape. I have by far the most sustainable system, quickest and the most sustainable system on the market. I have not seen a system that is as sustainable and as quick as ours, okay? Because this is just typical, okay? Our average client loses 8 pounds in 30 days, okay? So keep that in mind. You need someone that is speaking over your life specifically, okay? You need to have a genuine connection with your coach that understands how to get you from where you're at to where you want to go. Very important, okay? Very important. You need to have a genuine connection with your coach that understands how to get you from where you're at right now to where you want to go. Okay, that's very important, very important. But here's the thing, let me just go to what's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, okay? What's the difference between, like, let's just say like a 6-figure business owner and a 7-figure business owner, right? So successful people solve problems quick because they realize life is short and time is scarce, okay? What I found is that unsuccessful people tend to not value their time, right? And they just wander around thinking they have hundreds of years to solve their problems. But guys, we all have 80 years to live. You don't want to spend all your life trying to just dial in your health, trying to diet, trying to do this, trying to do that, right? You need to be certain. Successful people are certain in a sense of, hey, they see a problem, boom, let's fix it. They see a problem, boom, let's fix it, right? They solve problems quick because they realize life is short and time is scarce, okay? Successful people pay money to solve problems quickly, okay? Here's the thing. The thing is quickly, right? Unsuccessful people, they don't value their time, which is why they wander aimlessly trying different things that may or may not work out, right? They never invest in a sustainable way to solve their problems, but instead they opt for band-aid solutions that don't work and land them in the same situation over and over again. It's a hamster wheel. It's a hamster wheel, okay? So you want to be successful, okay? You want to do things that successful people do, okay? And this might be a total reframe because you may make a lot of money, but your health isn't dialed in because maybe you lack some successful traits of successful people, okay? And that successful people are looking to solve problems quickly and sustainably. They want to solve their problems on a foundation. Think about this. Do you want to build your house on sand? Or do you want to build your house on rocks? Or do you want to build your house on metal or something that's firm, okay? A lot of people are looking for band-aid solutions, okay? A lot of people look for band-aid solutions and then they wonder why, hey, why did I gain 20 pounds back? It's because it's a band-aid solution. It's because you're searching for band-aid solutions, right? But when you focus on a sustainable system that you can stick to for life, that is when you get aesthetic and you lose 10 pounds quickly, like my client Frank did, right? That is exactly how everything I talked to you about in this video is exactly how my client lost 10 pounds in 36 days, okay? So if you want any of the docs that we shared, just DM me on Instagram. I got you, at Adam Garrett. If you want any of the docs that we shared in this video, just DM me on Instagram and I got you, right? Understand this, very important. You need a system. These are truly the keys to losing weight long-term, right? Metabolic optimization, dialing in your hormones and dialing in your gut health. Everything that we focus on the Take Flight coaching program will be full in a week from this video alone. But if you're looking to finally get in shape, if you're looking to lose, on average, our clients lose 8 pounds in 30 days. So if you want to get aesthetic, book a call down below. If you feel like it's not the right time, please keep watching our content. You'll become a client eventually. But with that being said, guys, that's how my client Frank lost 10 pounds in 36 days. Remember, you want to build a sustainable infrastructure so that you can not only lose weight and get aesthetic, but stay aesthetic for life. That being said, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.